Okay, good morning. So I am just waiting for the student, then I will start. Okay, good morning. Am I audible? Am I audible or not? So please respond me.
Yes, sir.
हमारा नीचे होम सेटिंग है बच्चा को पढ़ा लिखा के इंजीनियर बना नौकरी तक दिया। अरे
Okay, good morning, all of you. Am I audible? Am I audible or not? So please respond me, anyone?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay, so let's start. So last class we have discussed in the syllabus. Okay, so you have to see in the syllabus, that is 5 modules are present in your syllabus. Okay, so at first we have to start first module. So first module, it is the introduction part of the process instrumentation and control system or process control systems. Okay, so in this chapter we have to discuss different types of parameters, different what is the basic operational objectives of this process instrumentation techniques or control actions. So at first we have to know what is process instrumentation and control systems. So last class we have to discuss also this definition, and I have giving one or two examples. So little bit some idea is given all of you. So this instrumentation and control engineering, that means also ICE. It is a short term of instrumentation and control engineering. It is a branch of engineering that studies the measurement and control of process variables. Okay, and also it is design and implementation of the system that incorporate them the process variable. It is included different types, that is also pressure, temperature, humidity, flow, pH level, and also force, and also acceleration or speed calculation method. So this is the basically process variable uh, which is controlled by this process instrumentation and control engineering branch. So I am repeating once again, what is process instrumentation and control? It is a branch of engineering that studies the measurement and control of process variables and the design and implementation of the system, and also incorporate them also. So this branch of engineering, it is called the process instrumentation and control system. So this instrumentation and control engineering, it is a very important in the industry. Like a different types of industries we have to see nearby and also around the country, and as well as also foreign country. That is automobile industry, food and beverage industry, petrochemical industry, okay, paper industries, fertilizer industries, and so on. Okay, so this every industries, it has different types of parameters, that is different types of process variable. Whatever you have to given in the input sections, then it is processed, and also it is controlled by the different types of control mechanisms. Okay, and finally you have to receive the output from the output ends. Okay, so in this case, this process variables we have to know in our industrial purpose. Here process variables are different types. This is also pressure, then temperature control system, then also humidity control system, then also we have to control the flow control system, pH level control system, and as well as also force measurement or force control system, and also speed or acceleration control system. So these are the different types of process variable whatever we have to uses in our process instrumentation and control systems. Okay, so this is clear all of you? Please respond me anyone. It is clear all
Yes,
of
sir.
you?
Yes,
Okay.
sir.
Okay, thank you. So this industrial, any industrial plant or factory, that is aim is the produce standard and high quality products. All of you know that, because the industry, it is made whatever you have to manufacturing company or production company. So these are the different types of industries. Sorry. So this main aim is the industry. It produce the standard and high quality of products, and also sell them at prices which make the profit of the industrial purpose. So this purpose can be achieved in a successfully designed and controlled process. Okay, so this control processes, it is also designed. I think all of you seen the power plant or nearby or your around the country also. So this power plant, all of you know this power plant, it is different types of power plant nowadays it is discovered. That is thermal power plant, that is hydel power plant, that is gas power plant, and also nowadays also we have to use it, that is a renewable energy source. Okay, so this thermal power plant, I take one example. In thermal power plant, it has different types of sector. That is first one, raw material processing. Okay, then we have to this raw material. It is also coming to the input sections of the desired input as the input variables. Then this input variable it is sorted and also it is also processed by the manually or automatically. Both systems are present here. Then this raw material it is also heated. That is also all of you know. Then the finally control processes are going on around the timing. Then this is also given the output from the output sections. Okay, so this is a little bit examples. So this process control or process instrumentation and control device, it has a different types of objectives. So first we have to follow first one, that is the safety is also very important, because this safety it is also important because the labor or something like that, that is worker is working in the side by in the boiler. So this boiler temperature it is very high. So and also one worker or engineer it is working in the plant different positions. So in that case we have to follow the different types of safety rules and safety precautions also. Number two, that is production specifications. Which type of product it is manufactured by this company. So this is the production specification we have to follow. Number three, that is the environmental regulations also, because we have to follow the environmental rules, because nowadays we have to all know that the environment temperature it is also growing up. Okay, so the main cause is that is the pollution. All of you know. So these industries it is also generate the different types of polluted materials, just like as that is gas, that is also slag material, that is also solid surface, solid materials, liquid materials, and also gas also. So these three types of materials, that is solid, liquid, and also gas, it is also polluted the air, that is sound pollution, that is the air pollution, something like that. So this is a environmental regulation act or rules we have to follow when you have to design a industry. Okay. Number three, that is a number four, that is the operational constraints. So when you have to design any plant or industry, you have to follow the what type of operations it is done by this industry. So you have to follow the different types of operational structures or operational constraints. What type of input you have to give in, and what type of output is received from the output sections. So it is categorized by this operational constraints also. Number five, that is the economics. This is another part of the industry's part. So this economics it is also dependent, that is what type of materials you have to produce or productions. Okay, so this also it is also depend on the different types of economic structures. So because this company, this product is production, okay, then this product it is also sale in the market, and then the one type of economics growth is growing up in the industry. So these are the basically operational objectives of the when you have to design any industries. Okay, so next, this process control system it is also basically consists of the two parts. First one, we have to classify this first part, that is this process. What is the processes it is uses for the process control industries? And number two, that is the control equipment. That is what type of equipment you have to use this industries. Okay, so these two parts, it is very important for a design of the industries. That is the process, and another one is the control. Okay, so this optimization, it is also very important terms, and it is also one characteristics of a process instrumentation and control industries. So what is the optimization? It combines of several variables together with most suitable conditions. Okay, so that is it combinations. What is the combinations? That is something like that. I am I am telling the different types of physical substance are present. That is the flow measurement. That is also level measurement. That is also acceleration, speed, pH measurement, etc. Temperature measurement, etc. So these are the basically several variable. It is together with the most suitable conditions. That means the particular temperature. So just you have to see, you have to control the temperature of the furnace, because the furnace temperature, it is also one range is here also. So either the ranges it is high, the furnace it is also devastated, or furnace temperature it is also low, goes low, so the production it is also goes slow. So this is the basically one example. You have to optimize the several variables together with the most suitable condition, whatever you have to given in the input sections. Okay, so these are the basically four key, that is the four important points, the optimization techniques. These optimum conditions are important for the continuity. Another one is the quality. Third one, that is the economics of the process. Okay, and another one, that is the main variable. Variable means that is the level measurement, pressure measurement, temperature measurement, etc. So these are the basically optimization techniques or optimization conditions for the process instrumentation systems. Okay, it is clear, all of you? Please respond, anyone, it is clear or not? Am I audible?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay, okay. Next, this is a important characteristics, whatever you have to follow the process control systems. Okay, so number one, the focus of the engineer must be on the process. Okay, so something you have to graduated, after graduated you have to appointed any industries or any plant, something like that. So you have to a engineer, so you have to must follow, that is the process. That means what type of process or what is the process of these industries it is follow, or how it is working. First you have to follow. Then number two, the dynamic behavior of the individual units and also the process as a whole is to be understood also. That means I am telling that one industries, it has different units or different parts. Okay, so in that case you have to follow what is the basic application of the individual units. Okay, that means we have to follow the different types of valve actions, we have different types of control loops, that is you have to follow the control actions variables, something like that. And also you have to optimize the different types of software related programmable device, that is a PLC control system, that is SCADA control system, that is DCS, that is distributed control system, etc. Okay, so you have here are different types of individual units are present. So the dynamic behavior of the individual units and the process as a whole is to be understood. Number three, it is always the best to utilize the simplest control system that will achieve the desired objects. That means number three, it is always the best to utilize the simplest control system. So So you have to apply and you have to control the easiest way of the control systems. So because when you have to use the uh, hard type of or different types of control actions is system in the industries. So thereafter, one losses is also coming. That is a you have to give an inputs, but this process is variable. It is not processed time by time, and also one losses is occurring in that case. So particular you have to given or you have to uses the simplest control system that will achieve the desired object. So first we have to examine the what is the basic objective of this particular industries or plant. Then you have to use as the you have to apply the simplest control system, and this control system it will achieve the desired object. Okay. Number four, this design of the process determines how it will respond dynamically and how it can be controlled. Okay. So this is another important part. So the design part. Okay. So this design of a process, it determines how to will respond dynamically and how it can be controlled. Okay, so you have to know the what is the basic response and what is the basic designs of this control systems or instrumentation control system, and also how it is controlled. Okay, so these are the basically important characteristics of any process control system or process control industries. So in that case, I am giving telling the previous a process control system. It is basically classified into two categories. First one, that is the process, and another one is the control equipment. So this process and control equipment, it is also important for a process instrumentation device or control. So this process is given to a process control engineer on the basis of which has to be designed or choose or make a layout of the total plant or total industry. So in that case, this control equipment, I'm telling that second option, that is the control equipment. This control equipment, it is consist of the four parts. This control equipment, it is consists of four parts. Number one, that is measurement system, how it is measured the physical variable of the input and output device. Number two, that is comparator device. It is comparator, how it is working. Then we have to use it, that is controller part, which is control the overall process. Okay. That means you have to control the temperature, you have to control the flow measurement. Okay, something like that. And then number four, that is the actuator. Okay, so these four are the control equipment which is broadly consist in our process control industries. I am telling once again. So this process, it is also controlled by the engineer or controlled by automatic process by the software users, whatever we have to programming in that software. Okay, so this process is given to a process control engineer on the basis of which he has to design or choose or make a layout of the total plant. And control equipments or control system, it is also broadly consist of the four parts. First one, that is measurement system. Number two, comparator system. Number three, controller system. Number four, actuator system. Okay, so it is clear, all of you? Anyone any doubts? So please ask me.
No, sir.
Okay, thank you. So everyone write your own name and roll number in the chat box also. Okay, and Krishna, it is present. Today's Krishna is not present. So anyone is in absent of your CR, so who is the responsibility for the CR?
Sir, I will take the attendance.
Okay, Abhijit Kumar. Abhijit, you take a screenshot and then after
Yes.
ending the class, you have to send my WhatsApp. You have to know my WhatsApp number?
Yes, sir.
Okay, okay, thank you. Okay, so let's, this is a what example, that is a control system. Control, all of you know this, the control means that is to maintain desired conditions in a physical system by adjusting selected variables in the system. That means we have to control the physical system variable by adjusting the different types of knobs, different types of switches, different types of control action variables or valves in the desired variables of the system. So this is a one some simple examples here. So in that case, this is a considered for the continuously mixed heating tank. Okay, so this is a heating element which is heating the tank. Tank is filled by the one another types of liquid. So this is a continuously mixed heating tank where aim is to provide the constant temperature for the output of the fluid. So that means you have to know thermal power plant. This thermal power plant, we have to heating the water. Okay, then this water it is also cooling down. Then this water it is uses in our turbine. Then this turbine it is rotated by the pressure of the water. That is a, this turbine is rotated. Then this power it is also generated. So these are the, this is the simple process. So you have to control the temperature using the, you have to going down or going up of the anything is switch or variables is done. So this is a this is the example of the one control actions. Okay, so in that case, when you have to drive, in that case, a person is drive a car or you have to drive a car or bike. So you have to easily consider, you have to easily control your speed. Okay, so this is a basically examples of the any types of control actions of control variables. So it determines the location of the automobile systems. So and then this determine or calculate the change required to maintain the automobile at its desired position on the road. Then it is also detect that it change the position of the steering wheel by the amount calculated to bring about the necessary corrections. So this is a specific type of control action examples of our control industries. Next, this is our another types of examples. So in this picture here you can see this is a one furnace we have to use this. This furnace it is generate, that is the heat. This heat it is also heated these chambers also. This is also controlled by the one valve. Okay, this is a valve and this is a fuel flow. So fuel flow, that means this without without fuel this furnace it is not going up. So this fuel it is flow using this valve. This valve it is control the flow, that is the flow measurement. But okay, time by time it is fuel it is flow in the furnace. Then it is also connected in the one set point also. This set point, that means it is also thermostat controller. This thermostat it is also detected the temperature of this chamber also. So this temperature it is also when it is also heat is high. So this set point it is also pointed the particular value it is fixed by the user. That is you have to select the inputs of the temperature in this chamber. So when this temperature it is goes high, then fuel flow it is goes low, that means also stop. Then another condition which is also present, when the temperature it is goes down, the set point it is detected, then the fuel flow it is also going, then furnace it is also Going high, the temperature. Okay, so this is a basically process when you consider a house in a cold climate, which is to be maintained in a near desired temperature by the circulating hot water through a heat exchangers. Okay, when any types of losses is coming, that is a disturbance. Also losses is coming. Okay, so this losses is coming, it is also calculated by the one variable, one values. So what type of losses are coming for the particular heat exchanger? Here it is also, it is called heat exchanger systems. Okay, so the point is, number one, that is temperature of the room is determined by the thermostat. I am telling that this thermostat, it is measure the temperature inside of the houses or any types of container. Okay, so this thermostat controller, it is control the temperature when it is goes low or when it is goes high. Okay, and it is also connected one set point, which is dependent by the human cultures, and as well as also it is also automatic, you have to set it down. Okay, number two, this temperature, it is compared with the desired temperature or range of the temperature also. I am telling that what range is also present here. Number three, if the temperature is below than the desired, okay, I am telling that the furnace and the pump are turned on. And if the temperature is above of the furnace and pump are turned on. Okay, so this is a one valve, it is present. This valve, it is control the furnace operations. When the temperature is below the desired value, the furnace, it is pump and motor is on. Okay, that means fuel, it is flow in the furnace, and when the temperature is above the desired variable, this furnace and pump are turned off. Okay, so this is a basically one control loop action, it is also present. So anyone is, please tell me what type of control loop here we have to use it. Please, anyone, please tell me what type of control loop in here we have to use it.
Sir, closed loop.
Yes, very thank you. So this is a closed loop systems, because you have to control this valve and also set point using the thermostat temperature controller system. Then it is controlled by the inside of the room temperatures. Okay, it is clear, all of you? I think it is clear. So please everyone write your own name and roll number in the chat box, because anyone is not written in the name and roll number in the chat box, because it is also recorded in the previous class by one. Okay. Next, we have to go the next slide. So this is a basically one diagram, that is a one block diagram in the process industries. Okay, something like that. So this is a process, that means the process controller industries, and it has a different types of inputs, whatever we have to given in the process system. Then it is also processed, then the output is given here. But it is also connected another element also. Okay, so this is a final control element. Then this final control element, it is also connected by the controller, which is control the desired value. Then this controller, it is also connected by the measuring element, and this measuring element is also connected the output source. Okay, so just wait, I am sharing another diagram. This is very clear idea we have to given. My present slide is visible. Anyone is responding?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So please mute yourself. Okay. So this is a basic block diagram of a process control industries. Okay. So here you can see different types of blocks are present. So each and every block, it has different operations or different functions. Okay. First, we have to uses here, that is a command. Command means we have to given the one input. That is one input means you have to given the many inputs. Okay, two or more many inputs you have to given. So this is a reference input element blocks are present, which is received the input from the input section. Okay. Then this receive inputs, it is given to the one set point. It is called also set point. This set point, it is control the overall options. That is the overall. It is connect the overall operations. That means this set point, it is also connected the controller part and as well as also feedback element. And also it is sometimes it is also called error detector, or this is a error signals also is coming. So this any types of error is coming, this set point, this is called also set point. This set point, it is detected and then it is all, then the process is going to the controller part. What is the controller part? Controller part, it is control the overall operation. That means I am given the one example previously. That means okay. So this controller part, which is control the overall operations. Okay. So this overall operation, which is control the every types of operation. That means you have to. I am given the previous example. That is, you have to control the inside of the room temperature. That is, it is goes down. Then the fuel is flow the furnace. The furnace is heating up. So this is controlled by the controller part. Then this controller part, it is connected by the control system. This control system, which is connected the output forcing function, any types of output force function you have to attach to the control output of the controller part. Okay, then it is also connected the controller system. It is also direct control variable, that is DCV. That means it is also called another control variable you have to given in this control system. Then this point, it is also connected the one another feedback element, which feedback element it is connected to the set point. So this is also one closed loop system. Okay, so this process is continuing. Whatever you have to given the set point or anything is time is being given the control actions variable. Okay, then this is also connected the output element, which output element it is given the finally output from the output section, which is indirect control variable. Okay, so this is a basic block diagram of the one process control industries. Okay, it is clear all of you?
So directly, sir, why is directly controlled variables are added in the 6 signals?
Yes, directly control variable. That means you have to attach any types of software devices. That means PLC. All of you know PLC. That is the programmable logic controller. And this programmable logic controller, you have to control the program. You have to given the one program. That means this process is continuing. Another timing is present. You have to given the timing setup. So this is a basically directly controlled variable, which is controlled directly. That is a PLC you have to use as programmable logic controller. That is SCADA system we have to use as. That is DCS, that is a distributed control system. It is also uses in that, which is control the overall operations automatically. Okay, so these are the basically block diagram of the any process industries or process instrumentation systems. Okay. Next, so this is a basically block input, whatever you have to given, this is the processing, then you have to receive the output. So input refers to the variable that causes and the output section. So that is the one example, that is driving examples. Here driving example, here input is steering wheel position. So you have to drive a car, you have to moving the steering, the automobile or the car, it is wheel position, it is rotated either forward locations or backward locations. So you have to control by the steering of your car or your automobiles. Then the output is position of the automobile. That means you have to rotate the steering. The automobile, that is the car is position is changes either forward direction or backward directions. So this is the driving examples of this is the examples of the process control system. Another one, that is a heated room example I have given in the first, that is input fuel to the furnace. We have to given fuel to the furnace is going up, temperature is going up, then it is room is heated. That is the output is room temperature. We have to control. So this is a controlled actions examples also. Next, so this is a basically process in the desired value. It is defined based on the control objectives. So all of you know, so these are the basically control objectives of the any types of process industries or process plant. Number one, that is a safety you have to follow. Number two, environmental protection, that is the environmental rules and regulation you have to follow. Number three, equipment protections. Okay, that is you have to use different types of equipment. So you have to also follow the uses the different types of equipment protections also. Number four, smooth plant operations and also production rate also you have to follow. Number five, product quality. What type of product you have to productions or manufactured by your industries. So product quality it is also follow. Number six, profit optimization. This is the economical background. That is the profit we have to optimize. Okay, so you have to production anything materials or anything in your by industries. So you have to also follow. You have to also given the profit optimization techniques. Number seven, monitoring and also diagnosis. It is also very important. So monitoring, overall monitoring, it is also very important for industries, because what type of fault is coming, any fault is or any problem is coming in any device. So in that type, you have to diagnose the or maintenance the systems. So these are the basically control objectives when you have to use any process control industries. Okay. So is this clear, all of you?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So I think time is very ended soon. So next class we have to also, this topic is also continue. Okay. Next, this is the important characteristics of the process control systems. Okay, I am telling